Hello, my name is Christopher, and I just completed the London Marathon last Sunday. I thought I would sort of talk about my experience because I started running in minimalist footwear, which is something that not many people were doing. So I figured I would share why and what my experience was, and yeah. So I started running in minimalist footwear towards the end of 2022. I did so because I have historically had a lot of knee issues with running, shin and knee issues, and I really wanted to improve my running form. And I felt like because my arches are so naturally low, I felt like this would really be possible with minimalist footwear, or this would at least be assisted. So I decided to try it out, and I actually really preferred the ground feel, and I used Vibram Five Fingers, and I found just my cadence to be a lot better, my sort of my contact time with the ground to be a lot better, and I just enjoyed the experience of running more. It sort of sounds weird, but I really just enjoyed the mindfulness in it, and sort of nothing was really replicable to it. So I decided to keep going with it. It was frustrating for a long time because it meant that I couldn't run the distances that I once could, and I was basically almost starting from scratch because my legs just weren't equipped to run like that. But yeah, with time I built it up, and into 2023, I became a stronger runner, and my legs and calves became more muscular, and yeah, it just became really great. And for the first time in my life, I was able to run miles and miles and miles, without any pain, without any issues. It was just a fantastic, like one of the most amazing things ever, really. Um, I entered the draw for the London Marathon, and around my birthday, which is a really great birthday gift, I got accepted, and like basically towards the end of the year began slowly building my mileage up. I think when I started to do this, I did notice that there was some discrepancies with what sort of where I thought my fitness was at and where my what my legs were ready for, especially given the minimalist running. I did find shin splints to be more regular and routine, and they were just things I had to sort of get through and take the appropriate rest around. They ultimately were never too bad. Like it was maybe 1 week or so, like where there'd be like a little bit of subtle discomfort, but it was never anything to sort of get really scared about, and everything was really fine. Up until January, when I started my training block, I had a shin splint, but this time I was a bit more impatient, and I decided to do something really dumb and try like doing a high mileage in a more cushioned shoe. It was still zeros drop, but it was cushioned, and I think a sudden change and on a treadmill gave me a really severe knee injury, which sustained honestly from February all the way until I've still got it. Actually, I ran the marathon last weekend with the injury, but I took that measured risk. I took a lot of time off between February and the marathon. I had to kind of throw my time goal out of the window of getting sub 3 hours 30 minutes, and I just struggled, to be honest with you. But I kind of made a structure out of it. I tried to replicate my workouts on the cross trainer, and I cycled quite a lot too. So I maintained a decent level of fitness. And by the time the marathon came around, my knee was well enough that I felt like could give it a go. If I taped it up, took some painkillers, and I ran the marathon in 3 hours, 46 minutes. We started at Blackheath, Greenwich Park, and I think the key really was that I just kept it really chill. I was running at 8 minutes 30, 8 minutes 40 per mile to start, and I really knew that I didn't want to go any quicker than that. And for the majority of the run, I really didn't. I just kept it really chill when I knew that with good fitness, and with the fitness that I knew I had, it could have been more into the high sevens that I could have been running. I just kept it in those mid eights because I knew that that's where I was safe, and it paid off towards the end. I really didn't ever hit the wall. I didn't ever really struggle, and my knee honestly held up fine throughout the race. So it was really good in that respect. Uh, I mean, the crowds were insane, guys. Like, it was so fun. It was so cool. It was just such a cool atmosphere. It's not like nothing I've ever engaged with before. Um, just running over Tower Bridge was wonderful. Those moments of like I am from London, born and raised, so running through London and kind of running through those memories with so many people by my side was just so empowering, and seeing all the different people who are running the race and doing it for the different causes and the different things it meant for different people was so impactful. There's not this air of sort of competition either. It's everyone's just trying to better themselves and be better. It's just such an amazing thing. So if you haven't done it, I really recommend you do it. Um, yeah, but I do I got 3 hours 46 minutes, um, and I'm really really happy with that. But obviously I know I can do better. I really want to kind of knuckle down and get that time closer to the 3 hour mark, as close as I can get it. Um, I know that the kind of results I was achieving in training towards the end of last year reflect a better time. Um, but it's just about really sort of knuckling down and being able to do those workouts injury free. Um, and that really just comes with making the transition to minimalist footwear as safe and secure as possible. Because even well, especially I, can just get ahead of myself and I want to go, just go fast and keep going. But minimalist running has been fantastic for me. I think in a way it has protected me from so many more injuries than I would have got in cushion footwear, and also has just maintained my enjoyment and my love for running in a way that um, just has never sustained before. And I think that in and of itself is amazing. I also can say my form has dramatically improved now. I'm a lot more efficient than I've ever been. So I think for that it's really really good too. So I would recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. I think it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of finding the right minimalist shoe that works for you, and it just takes a lot of patience. But I think once you get there, once you break through to it, it's running like no other. I think it adds almost another experience, another level of things onto running, that is so unique and I think almost indescribable. And I think the way that it enhances your technique and allows you to run with better form, and really forces you to run with better form, is something that is so understated. I think within other channels of running, and I think with it, honestly, running form and efficiency is the most important thing if you do want to and ultimately get faster. Because the only thing there's only so far that big cushion wedges on the bottom of your feet can do. Um, so yeah, honestly, London Marathon was amazing. I cannot wait to do another marathon. Hopefully, within not too long of a time, the knee kind of fully heals up, and yeah, and we can continue going. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for supporting me. If you are one of the lovely people that did, and um, and yeah, I think I'll maybe do another more like in-depth emotional talk about what the marathon meant, and like my own like personal experience, especially towards those last few months because they were trippy as heck. I've never ran that far in my life. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.